So my name is Victoria Reyes García and I'm working in the group Team 5. It's the ethnoecology specialization. The main goal of our team is to study the current behavior of societies. We're studying current societies, but we think that those societies that live in the past had similar behavior to the ones that we have now. So we try to see what can we learn from people who are living now and managing landscapes, how this can inform things that we see in the archaeological record in the past. My main interest in the project is that it's very interdisciplinary, something new. I have worked before with economists and ecologists, but never with archaeologists and computer modeling, so I think I have a lot to learn in the project. Well, I think the main challenge for the whole team is to find a common language so we can communicate one with the other and understand what the other is saying, because we use very different languages and techniques, and if we don't get to communicate to each other, nothing will come out. So that's the main challenge. Well, probably there are like political reasons, or like the budget was done already, things like that. But I also think it's a good strategy to invest in times of crisis, to invest in science, to invest in things that can help us in the future. If we start cutting all the strategic projects, then after the crisis is gone, we will be in a worse state than if we make an effort and try to invest in future now. The main thing will be to keep the channels of communication open, so not to get close with your own ideas, your own project, but also try to understand, to listen what the others have to say, because that's from the interaction that we will all learn and grow. Machines cannot think. People behind machines have to think, and then archaeologists, anthropologists are the ones who are bridging between the local understanding, the local realities now or in the past, and the machine. So we are telling the machine helping them to interpret reality. That's our role. I think the key here is to do a lot of meetings, because written communication is not as fluid when people don't speak the same language. But if you have people face to face, then you can see whether they are catching what you are saying, or where did you lose the people. So a lot of meetings and face-to-face interaction is the key. They might not now, but hopefully they will by the end of the project. We are all learning here, so I don't know much about simulation, and they probably don't know much about the historical processes, but hopefully by the end of the 5 years project, we will all be in a much better position. In fact, within anthropology, there is a lot of simulation, not cultural anthropologists, but evolutionary anthropologists, people who are trying to understand how we arrive here as a human species, do a lot of computer modeling and mathematical models. So that's not something new when you want to understand this temporal aspect. So. One of the important aspects of this project is that there are very different groups working with similar methods but not identical. And I think one of the main results could be to try to see how there are multiple solutions to the same problem, how we can approach from different models, different questions, but still like have some coherent discourse, coherent way of looking at the thing, but not reducing the whole thing to one model alone, but different solutions. Any situation, it's complex, and any process that you want to study, it's complex. Many things affect, but some things affect more than others. So what we try to do here, I mean in science in general, is to try to start by identifying what are the main characteristics, the main issues that contribute to make a society as it is. Once we understand the main characteristics, the environment, the type of society, the type of resources that were in those environments, then we can get to more complex things. But even complex things have very simple principles behind, no? So that's what we are trying to do here. I don't think it's too difficult or too complex. It's just we cannot probably do it in one go. We're going to need many more other SimulPast or projects behind after this one, but that's a start. The main challenge is still to understand what makes us human, what makes us different from the other species, what explains that the humans are colonizing the whole planet Earth, why we have been able to adapt to different ecosystems, different landscapes, and what is our role in shaping the Earth in the way we know it now. So that's, I mean, it's a big challenge, and hopefully this project can help us to move a little bit further in the understanding of what makes us humans.